Atomic Habits, Book Review and Key Takeaways. Hello everyone. Today, I'll be talking about the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, a powerful guide that explains how tiny changes can lead to remarkable results over time. James Clear's central idea is that habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Just as money multiplies with interest, the effects of your habits multiply as you repeat them. So, let's dive into some of the key concepts and takeaways from the book. Takeaway number 1. The power of 1% improvements. James Clear begins by illustrating how a 1% improvement each day leads to incredible results over time. This idea is crucial. Small, incremental changes compound over time, and these tiny adjustments can result in huge transformations. For instance, if you're trying to build a reading habit, reading just a few pages each day eventually adds up to multiple books each year. This approach makes goals feel achievable rather than overwhelming. Takeaway number 2. Focus on systems, not goals. A key takeaway from Atomic Habits is the importance of focusing on systems instead of goals. While goals are about the results you want to achieve, systems are about the processes that lead to those results. James Clear argues that we often fall short because we're too fixated on the outcome rather than the path to get there. By focusing on systems and building strong routines, you're more likely to achieve the results you want. Let's say your goal is to write a book. A system would be writing a small amount each day or setting aside time daily to focus on your writing. If you focus on this process, you're less likely to feel daunted by the idea of completing an entire book.
Takeaway number 3. The habit loop, cue, craving, response, and reward. James Clear breaks down habits into a cycle called the habit loop, which consists of 4 stages: cue, craving, response, and reward. Here's how it works. Cue is a trigger that initiates the behavior. Craving is the desire or motivation to perform the habit. Response is the actual habit or action. Reward is the benefit you gain from the action, which reinforces the habit. Understanding this loop helps in designing new habits or breaking unwanted ones. For example, if you want to develop a habit of running, make sure your running shoes are visible. The cue, make it enjoyable. The craving, go for the run. The response, and enjoy the positive feeling afterward. This is your reward. Takeaway number 4. The 4 laws of behavior change. The author James Clear proposes 4 laws to build good habits and break bad ones. Those laws are listed here below. Law 1. Make it obvious. Ensure your cues are visible. Place reminders in your environment, like leaving a water bottle on your desk if you want to drink more water. Law 2. Make it attractive. Pair a new habit with something you enjoy. For instance, only allow yourself to watch your favorite show while you're on the treadmill. Law 3. Make it easy. Reduce friction by lowering the effort needed to do the habit. If you want to read more, have a book handy so you don't have to go looking for it. Law 4. Make it satisfying. Reinforce the positive feeling associated with completing the habit, like marking off a habit tracker or rewarding yourself with a small treat. These laws work for breaking habits as well. Make them invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying.
Takeaway number 5. Identity-based habits. One of the most powerful insights from Atomic Habits is the concept of identity-based habits. James Clear explains that instead of focusing on what we want to achieve, we should focus on who we wish to become. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to run a marathon," frame it as, "I am a runner." This small shift is transformative because your actions then align with this new identity. If you're trying to become a healthier person, consider what choices a healthy person would make, and work towards embodying that identity every day. Takeaway number 6. Environment design. James Clear emphasizes the impact of environment on habits. Often, we blame ourselves for a lack of willpower, but sometimes, the problem is our environment. By making small changes in our surroundings, we can make good habits easier and bad habits harder. For example, if you want to cut down on junk food, keep it out of sight. The goal is to design an environment that nudges you toward your desired habits. Takeaway number 7. The plateau of latent potential. James Clear introduces the concept of the plateau of latent potential, which is a period where you may feel that your hard work isn't paying off. Many people give up here, thinking their efforts aren't effective. James Clear argues that success is like an ice cube melting. The cube sits at 25, 26, 27 degrees, and you don't see any changes. But at 32 degrees, it starts to melt. Small improvements can feel unrewarding until they cross a threshold, so it's crucial to trust the process and keep going.
Takeaway number 8. Tracking and accountability. James Clear discusses the importance of tracking and accountability in maintaining habits. Monitoring your progress keeps you motivated and aware of any lapses. Habit tracking, even as simple as marking a calendar, reinforces the action and provides a visual cue of your progress. Also, having an accountability partner or group can significantly boost your commitment to your habits. Conclusion. In conclusion, Atomic Habits teaches us that small changes, made consistently over time, lead to significant transformations. By focusing on tiny improvements, building systems, adopting an identity-based approach, and designing our environment thoughtfully, we can create habits that bring us closer to our best selves. Remember, every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. By casting those votes day by day, you gradually build habits that define the person you are. Thank you and see you next time.